costumbre, los padres habían acostumbrado pedirse un permiso para entrar al trabajo. Nosotros vamos a entrar a trabajar el día, pedirse para que no haya cualquier cosa, accidente. Por eso hacemos este pago.
One person or a whole family can only produce so much coffee, and it's impossible for them to organize the processing, transport, and export of coffee on their own. So they begin to organize into larger groups, which give them the economic capacity to do those things, basically to get to the export level and capture the value in that chain.
Nosotros nos organizamos en cooperativas para poder ya un poquito realzar alguna empresa más harto y más bastante, ¿no? Para poder exportar el café en cantidad.
And a guy who spends most of his time trying to grow coffee on the side of a mountain can't really read through 200 pages of regulations on organic certification. So he needs someone to come and give him support and get him into that program. And so co-ops have been fundamental in expanding the production of organic coffee throughout Latin America and throughout the rest of the world.
I think
people don't realize how artisan it really is, just how many steps it takes.
You know, I think before coming here I thought more about what the coffee tasted like, and obviously I knew processing was a part of it, but then watching every step, it just put a new perspective on what we consider the value of coffee. And I think that the next time somebody challenges me on price, it's going to be an interesting conversation.
El manejo de café desde el inicio es desde plantación, ¿no? Luego ya de 3 años produce el café. Luego cosechamos el café en unas canastas totalmente rojizos, ¿no? Todos maduritos. Y luego ponemos a la despulpadora y despulpamos y eso cae al cajón de fermento, entra a fermentación. De fermentación pasamos ya, lavamos, ¿no? De luego sacamos ya a los secaderos, ¿no? Que es las tarimas, ¿no? Que está resecado ya a 12% de la humedad, cortamos el café ya así en espaldas, en los animales a veces, ¿no? Y eso es el proceso de café, ¿no?
I've been the coffee buyer at Equal Exchange since 2001 or 2. And I come from a pretty strong environmental background, and environmental protection. It's something I grew up with, and it's something I've worked on before I came into the coffee world. And so when I've been looking for new groups of coffee growers, I've been purposely seeking them out in areas that are near national parks or protected areas or areas of specific biological value.
Tenemos muchos productores que están en la zona de mantenimiento que producen café. Lo importante aquí también es que estos productores van protegiendo lo que es el parque, que es el pulmón del mundo. Quizás hay muchos de los productores que quisieran ingresar, pero saben que esto ya no se puede ingresar más adentro, que es una zona reservada.
We strategically purchase coffee from within or just outside of these protected biospheres. So it's more than just a farm or farmer profile. It's actually a greater opportunity to have conversations about things like climate change and environmental issues that you don't think about all the time with coffee.
Who's going to keep those trees so that they absorb all these gases that we're emitting into the environment? We need to figure out what is the actual, who are the stewards of the systems that our societies are dependent on, and then figure out a way to support those people.
Más adelante ya no podríamos tener, ¿no? Ya no podríamos tener, ¿no? árboles, si nosotros lo destruimos, si la gente va a entrar más adentro y más adentro, entonces es como si nos vamos a asfixiarnos, ¿no? Va a crear como una enfermedad ya. Entonces es por esa razón, ¿no? Nosotros cuidamos, ¿no? El medio ambiente, a través de ello nosotros respiramos, ¿no?
The sort of human nature interaction and how can we support or work with them to create a healthier balance between those two things, because the parks themselves are so important, and the amount of wild space that's left in the world is so small. And then if we don't start to pay more attention as individuals, as companies, as consumers, then my son is going to have a way worse world than I got. And so I want to try to at least do something about that.